Hi children, I hope you are all doing good and I believe that you are doing the homework properly. Yes, right? Okay. Now I am going to take you to Vijayanagara Empire. Before knowing more about the king, let's explore a little about the Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara Empire was established on 1336 CE, that is Common Era, that is after the birth of Jesus Christ, by Harihara and Bukkaraya belonging to Sangam dynasty. What do you mean by dynasty? It is a series of rulers who are from the same family. For example, we studied about Ashoka, right? Ashoka's grandfather Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of Mauryan dynasty and he was succeeded by Bindusara, who was Ashoka's father, and he was succeeded and Ashoka became the ruler. So the entire Mauryan dynasty was ruled by the same family. So likewise, Sangam dynasty was ruled by Krishnadevaraya's family. Can you understand? Yes, this dynasty ruled over India for almost 3 centuries. Centuries is what? It is 100. Century is calculated as 100. So 3 century is 300 years. Vijayanagara Empire is also called as Karnataka Empire. So the other name for Vijayanagara Empire is Karnataka Empire. Here we have the map of Vijayanagara Empire. Can you see it? Yes. The ones which is shown in blue color belongs to Vijayanagara Empire. It covers the whole of Deccan region. Vijayanagara Empire stretches from Krishna River in the north to Kaveri River in the south and the Arabian Sea in the west to the Bay of Bengal in the east. So it covers almost the entire part of the Deccan region. Now we have the last king of the chapter, but not the least, the greatest ruler of Vijayanagara Empire, the King Krishnadevaraya. King Krishnadevaraya conquered many places and extended his empire. He ruled the empire from 1509 CE to 1530 CE. The places he conquered were Sivasamudaram, Raichur, Odisha, Warangal, and etc. He was a brilliant general and a wise statesman. He understood business is very important, that is trade. So he promoted trade with foreign countries, especially Portuguese. The Portuguese created trade centers on the Malabar coast. Malabar is a place in the state of Kerala. At present, Malabar is a coastal region of Kerala. The Portuguese traveller Domingo Pius visited Krishnadevaraya's court and they had a jovial relationship. King Krishnadevaraya was a great scholar himself. He wrote many books in Telugu and Sanskrit. Like the Navratnas in Akbar's court, the 9 men in Akbar's court, they are called as Navratnas. Similarly, here in Krishnadevaraya's court, there are 8 men or the 8 scholars who are called as Ashtadigas. I'll spell it A S H T A D I G G A J A S. Ashtadigas. Some among the 8 men were Tenali Ramakrishna and Alsani Peddana. Have you heard about Tenali Ramakrishna? Yes, the short stories about whom you would have read in your lower classes. Here I have attached the pictures of the literature in Krishnadevaraya's period. Have a look on it. Now let's see about the art and architecture of Krishnadevaraya. Krishnadevaraya was also a great patron of art and architecture like the great King Akbar. He built many magnificent palaces and donated large sums of money to temples. He also took measures to improve agriculture, and he built many dams and canals. So during Krishnadevaraya's period, people lived very comfortably and people lived very healthy with all the necessities of the life. I have attached to the pictures of a stone chariot in Krishnadevaraya in period. It's a commercial area. It's an architecture of a palace. I guess it's a temple. And now we have completed entire chapter of the great rulers of the past. So, likewise, what you did for the previous kings, so read the content in page number 32, underline the hard words and write twice in your homework note. Thank you children, and see you in next video.